Hey everyone, it's John Edlin, and welcome to another Tuesday Tornado Tips. It's August 4th. Welcome to August. I'm out here in the park just enjoying the weather. And last week I got an opportunity to talk with a storm chaser here in Kansas City, and I'm excited to share that interview with you. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. Here you go. What got you into storm chasing?
Ever since I was little, I've always loved weather, and especially when I watched the Storm Chasers Discovery Channel series, that's when I realized how cool storm chasing was, and that's really when it took off. That's what I wanted to do. That's when I really dove deep into it and started teaching myself a lot about meteorology.
What's been your favorite storm chase story?
Ooh. Well, I would say it would probably be the biggest and strongest tornado I've seen, which was the EF4 Linwood, Kansas tornado back in May 28th, 2019. I had only been chasing for about 3 or 4 months at that point. So going from not seeing much of anything to something of that caliber, definitely it shook me in some ways. We also had to do some search and rescue afterwards. The cool part about that was, though, is that there were some injuries, but there were no significant injuries. And we were able to help a family out with a couple kids, kind of get them out of the rain because it was still dumping rain. So even though there was, that side of it, it was really cool being able to see a tornado of that size too. We kind of try and separate the tornado from the damage.
So when you do a search and rescue, tell me a little bit what that's like with that instant.
Yeah, it's definitely intense. There's a lot going on in that moment. The first house we came up on was half collapsed. And so we spend a solid 5 minutes just constantly shouting, asking if anyone's there. So if someone's trapped, it may be a few minutes before they can move something to, say like, hey, I'm here. So we try to scan the house as best as we can. And then from there, we move on to the next house and then the next one until we feel like we've searched what we could, or if emergency services have been there. But actually in the Linwood, Kansas tornado, we ended up getting trapped because of the debris was blocking all of our ways out. So we also had to help kind of clear the roadways for emergency services to get in and out.
What kind of equipment do you bring in order to help others and to help yourself kind of get out of those situations?
Sure. I know a lot of chasers bring chainsaws with them. We did not have one with us that day. But always a very good, even military grade first aid kit is what we bring. We make sure we have tourniquets, any type of bandages, wraps. You pretty much prepare for the worst possible case scenario. So we make sure we have all of that. We make sure we have everything we need for our vehicles. If we pop a tire from running over debris, we need to be able to change that really quick if we're in a sticky situation. And then other than that, we also make sure we have extra battery packs. We have bright flashlights. If it's nighttime, we want to be able to light up as much as we can. And then heavy duty boots too, when we're walking over debris.
So what would you tell a family or somebody trying to prepare for tornado? What should they have in a go bag or, in their safe spot, that type of thing?
Sure. I'm sure they've always heard bring an extra pair of shoes. Make sure it's closed-toe shoes, because if your house does get hit, you don't want to step on the nail in your bare feet. A flashlight is always great. Like I said, in case if it's nighttime, you need to be able to see where you're going, not trip over things. It's important to have it like an extra battery pack for your phone, in case if your phone is low, if you need to call emergency services. And also make sure that you have a weather radio too. There are portable, battery-powered weather radios. You never know if another storm's coming right behind. So you need to be prepared that if another storm comes, you want to be informed of that.
So what are you looking forward to the most for the next tornado season?
Man, I'm looking forward to get back out there. Really, it's not just the tornadoes that I enjoy. I drove about 30,000 miles this season. And so going across 13 different states, you see a lot of things that an average person wouldn't go just visit. In the middle of central Kansas, there may be a little hidden gem that not many people know about. So I really look forward to the road tripping more than anything. And then the tornadoes, there's just a great extra with that too. So I'm looking forward to getting back out there and just I have a storm chasing buddy that kind of calls us nomads. We live a nomadic life for a few months. So that's what I really enjoy.
All right, I think that's really fun to be able to hear from a tornado chaser, what it's like, you know, to help people afterwards, and what's important to be prepared for as you prepare your family for tornado season. I hope that you found that interesting as well. I hope to do more interviews like that in the future, and look for another Tuesday Tornado Tips coming up next week. Thanks so much.